Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Jane's Fighters Anthology. In the last two episodes for the last day of sorties, we've been helping prepare the battlefield for the coming of the Marines. We took out SAM sites on the Crimean coastline and destroyed a Russian vehicle staging yard in Ukraine. And in the process, we also lost Wax on that day. He was the cocky, gung-ho pilot from the Pilot Lounge videos. So, with that, let's continue and see what the new day's sorties will bring and hope that this war comes to an end soon.
We continued to hit our targets despite some heavy opposition from the enemy. Fortunately, the Russians have lost a huge number of their fourth-generation aircraft, though they never seem to run out of those damn MiG-21s. In any case, keep in mind that there are still plenty of ambitious Ruskies out there who would love to get you in their sights. Stay safe.
You'll be flying cover for a buff strike on the Russian infantry at Kherson. Let me tell you, seeing those ugly bastards takes me right back to Desert Storm. Anyway, just keep it simple and bug out once the bombers head back for Turkey.
And the very conspicuous unfilled seat there where Wax used to sit in the front row. Buff Escort, USS Eisenhower, CVN 69. Date May 30th, local time 0230 hours. Ooh, it's pretty early. Weather clear. Situation, B-52s are being sent in to soften up Russian troops along the coast. Mission objective, escort the bombers and protect them from enemy fighter activity. Order of battle, recommended aircraft F-14B. Recommended weapons AIM-9M, AIM-54, AIM-120. Threat suppression data, ground opposition probable SA-14s, SA-15s, SA-16s. Air opposition possible MiG-29s. So we have one good wingman. I will just be helping the B-52s as they bomb around Kherson. Take our trusty Tomcat and we'll go a load of Sparrows and a load of Sidewinders. I think that will be sufficient. Alright, so we have MiG-29s coming out from in front already, as well as MiG-21s. There's an E-8 around, and I want to see if we have a Hawkeye.
2 miles, please advise.
E3 will work. Ooh, okay, so they got that down. I wanted to link my radar to an E2, but only the E3 is there, and there actually was an inability of Navy and Air Force aircraft to link their data systems, I believe, for a little while, for more than a little while, but that's mostly resolved now as they generally use common architectures. And specifically, NATO's got it all standardized too on, Link 16 and stuff like that, so. We've spent enough time dallying, so let's take out this MiG.
It's 12 o'clock, turning left. Contact, stand at your 12 o'clock.
Alright, we forced them to evade. And he's down. Sparrow may be shit, but at least our at least our Sidewinders are generally solid. So they got another big one taking off.
It's 12 o'clock.
We'll let our wingman get a kill.
I'm taking a shot.
I don't want to waste my sparrows on this guy.
One. Splash one. Fish.
There we go. 4 o'clock low. No, wrong 4 o'clock. Low, but not seeing anything. I'm not sure who our wingman is attacking. I'll let him go though, just to see.
Disengage.
No. See, this is what I was waiting for.
Feet wet.
And we can hear there are bombers. How much? Okay, I got altitude yet. There they are. This guy's real low. There we go. At least we got him above the horizon now. And it looks like he'll probably gain altitude as he tries to climb to intercept the bombers. So the B-52s are a bomber that go back to either to or just after Korea. They're a product of the 50s. And they've been in service ever since. The latest is the B-52H, I think. And externally it's changed remarkably little, but on the inside they've got all new electronics. They don't have a tail gunner that they used to have. They can carry more weapons. They've got more sensors, so they can carry smart weapons. They're pretty impressive beasts, really. Their only holdback now is the fact that they're still using the same kind of shitty engines that they have been since the beginning. If they were to replace those, you could give them a lot more thrust and fuel efficiency there.
12 o'clock high, turning right. Apex inbound, drop tap.
And our Sparrow is not going to do shit.
12 o'clock high.
I guess not.
Deploy. Closing.
Yes, give me that
Taking a shot.
afterburner. Okay, I'm getting real sick of this guy now.
Fox 2. We've got him now.
No, you died.
Contact. Yours 11 o'clock. 3 miles. Please advise. Attack standard.
Well, tell our wingman it's open season. Is that? Okay. For now, though, these guys look to be the next biggest threat to the B-52s. Looks like the B-52s haven't taken any damage, and our wingmen splashed the MiG. So, good news on all accounts there. But we have more MiGs coming in. This one's evading us specifically.
He's at 12 o'clock. Fox 2.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Deploy.
Not gonna waste my Sparrow on these MiGs when I can use it on something like a flanker that might show up.
Turn and burn, baby. Sam launch. Turn and burn, baby.
Woo!
Turn and burn, baby. Sam launch. Let's finish this guy. Please take the camera.
MiG-21s are no match for an F-14. And it looks like our wingman is attacking MiGs on the ground now, so good for him. He gets a few extra MiG kills out of it.
Sam launch.
I suppose we should join in the fun. As long as we don't get bombed by B-52s. But it looks like we missed a guy behind us, so let's go around and pick him up real quick. We won't want them to scratch the paint on the B-52s now. So we already did drop our drop tanks.
12 o'clock high, turning right. Fox
1. Swing and a miss. Here's Bandit 2 o'clock low. I'm guessing that's this airfield here.
4-6 miles.
Yeah, we can actually see all. They did place a bunch of Russian military units there. So who we got? Looks like there's one MiG-21 left on the tarmac, so. And our wingman's going for him too.
5 miles.
Alright, so that's mission accomplished there. And we got good hits on the MiG, but we didn't kill him. We can change that real quick though.
southbound, waypoint Bravo, bearing 91.
So we'll follow the B-52s out.
Sam, your 12 o'clock flow, 2 miles. Please
Contact. Oh, we got MiG-21s, more of them. Alright, wingmen go for the one in the rear. I'll take the one up front. And hopefully these are the last bandits we'll have to deal with. We're low, so we'll go low. Yeah, we're not going to get a good hit with this, probably, but... And of course, that's the one Sparrow that actually hits.
Sam launch.
Alright. Wingman can disengage. Now we'll get back on our course out. We just want to make sure the...
Contact, bandits, your 6 o'clock flow, 12 miles. Please advise.
Ooh, we have some C-130s being escorted by Air Force F-15s. Oops.
Proceed to waypoint Echo, bearing 181. Maintain Angel 20.
Huh, we can't even link to our
Feet wet.
wingman. I remember I used to be able to link to him. I don't know why we can't. No, maybe you need to be in the F-18 to do it. I could see that. Or it might be restricted to the ATF fighters, but... Alright, well, we'll switch our HUD to navigation mode.
Proceed to waypoint Foxtrot, bearing 187. Descend to Angel 0, clear to land. We're almost home. Wind at 16 knots. Lower. Lower. 2 miles. Lower. 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 Call the ball. Lower. 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 Lower.
Alright, we caught the last wire, but it's a change in pace from catching the first wire. See, there's the Seahawk on the deck. And that'll give us a chance to talk about the last ship in the Eisenhower battle group here, and that's the Sacramento-class fast combat supply ships. Now, these are very large vessels designed to resupply an entire carrier battle group with food, weapons, liquids, fuel, all that good stuff. Now, these are actually quite different from your normal supply ships, because normal supply ships only carry, well, Normal supply ships only travel around 15 to 18 knots, give or take, so they can't keep up with a carrier task force normally. Whereas these can sustain a speed of 30 knots, so they can keep up with any carrier in our battle group. And if I remember correctly, they achieved this by they made these in the 70s, I think, where they took the propulsion units that were made for an Iowa-class battleship that they never finished, and then they put them into 4 of these supply ships to give them a really high top speed. And that's why the Navy doesn't have many of these, is because their high top speed makes them very expensive to operate. It's worth noting we're just about the only Navy in the world that has these fast combat supply ships. And the Sacramento class is actually obsolete now. They've been retired, and they've been replaced by the Supply class, which is generally, newer and improved class that fills the same functions. And those are actually, they've been debated for a while whether to keep them in service or not, because they are expensive, especially since we aren't conducting fast naval ops anywhere. So they're, as far as I know though, they're all still in service, and it's only been talk. And these are definitely very critical to any carrier battle group, because without these, once you use up your stock of aviation fuel or tomahawks or harpoon missiles, there's nothing. You got no more, and these guys bring you more. Alright, our wingman is down, and one thing about these though is these have very little in the way of armament to protect themselves. Typically, I think something like they'll have a phalanx cannon, 25mm cannon or 2, and 50 caliber guns, which, by the way, 25mm Bushmaster cannons and 50 caliber machine guns are generally standard secondary armament on all Navy vessels, but they generally get glossed over. It's to basically light anti-surface work. If Somali pirate comes up, you don't have to waste $1 billion cruise missile on them, But so they're very reliant on the rest of the fleet for providing them protection. And here's the provide view of the Iowa that should have gone with the last episode. But you can see here's where they put the drop pad. I think these are supposed to be where the harpoon or the tomahawk canisters are. You can see here there's a handful of their 5-inch cannons. I think most are removed in the modernization. And then the big 16-inch cannons here. Wow, we are tip and tip with our wingmate there. Alright, so that's it for this mission. We'll end it there. Debrief, USS Eisenhower, CVN-69. Date, May 30th. Mission, Buff Escort. Resolution, success. All of the buffs completed their waypoints thanks to some aggressive maneuvering on your part. You did well. We had a landing grade of 50%. Wingman had a landing grade of 42%. No one took damage. We killed 1 or 2 MiG-29s, and then the remainder were MiG-21s. And our wingman, I think, just took out 5 MiG-21s. So we each got an impressive amount of kills. A lot of... 2 of our missiles failed. 3 were spoofed. And 3 hit. And we're at 75% of our wingman's missiles hit their targets. There was 1 SAM launched on us that we spoofed with lots of chaff. There were 5 launches on our wingmate. So we're going to freshen up our Tomcat there, and that's it for this episode. Tune in next time to see if there's any other preparations we'll be making for when the Marines hit the beach. And who knows, maybe we'll finally get some word on when they'll hit the beach. So we'll see you then.